My cheating fiancé's friends physically attacked me after I refused to marry her. So I pressed charges and sent them all to jail. I never thought my life would turn into something out of a revenge movie, but here we are. What started as a devastating betrayal quickly escalated into something much darker: violence, legal battles, and, ultimately, justice. Let me take you back to where it all began. A year ago, I was madly in love with my fiancée, Sarah. We had been together for 4 years, and I was convinced she was the one. She was everything I had ever wanted: smart, beautiful, and supportive. Or at least, that's what I thought. I proposed on our 4th anniversary, pulling out all the stops: candlelit dinner, rooftop setting, the whole 9 yards. She cried, said yes, and for a while, I thought I was the luckiest man alive. Fast forward 6 months later, and wedding planning was in full swing. But something started to feel off. She was secretive with her phone. She started working late a lot, and suddenly, her best friend Maya was around all the time, covering for her. My gut told me something was wrong, but I didn't want to be that guy. The paranoid, insecure fiancé. I brushed off my doubts and told myself she was just stressed about the wedding. I was wrong. One night, I got a call from an unknown number. Normally, I'd ignore it, but something told me to answer. "Hey, is this Sarah's fiancé?" A male voice asked hesitantly. "Who's asking?" I replied, already feeling uneasy. "I don't know how to say this, man, but I think she's cheating on you." With my boyfriend, I felt like the ground had been ripped out from under me. The guy on the other end, let's call him Derek, explained that he had gone through his boyfriend's phone and found messages, photos, and even videos of Sarah with his partner. I was done. I didn't explode. I didn't scream. I just hung up, took a deep breath, and decided I needed to see it with my own eyes. That night, I followed her. Sure enough, she wasn't at work. She was at some guy's apartment. I didn't confront her then. I just went home, packed a bag, and decided she didn't deserve a face-to-face goodbye. The next morning, I sent her a text. Asterisk, I know everything. We're done. The wedding is off. Don't contact me. Asterisk. The reaction was immediate. My phone blew up. Calls, texts, voicemails, Sarah, her friends, even her mother, all begging me to talk. Then came the denials. Sarah. Asterisk, it's not what you think. Asterisk. Maya. Asterisk, you're overreacting. Asterisk. Her mom. Asterisk, she made a mistake. You can't just throw away 4 years. Asterisk. Oh, but I could. I blocked them all. I called the venue and canceled. I told my family everything, and they supported me 100%. But Sarah? She snapped. A week later, I got home from work, exhausted, and all I wanted was a beer and sleep. As I walked up to my front door, I noticed a group of people waiting outside. It was Sarah's friends. Maya, of course, was there. So was Jessica and Lauren, 2 of her bridesmaids. And then there was Chris, one of her guy friends who had always seemed to hate me for no reason. Before I could even ask what the hell they were doing there, Chris swung. I barely dodged, but the next thing I knew, all 4 of them were on me. Punches, kicks. I was on the ground before I could even react. Between blows, I heard them yelling, "This is for breaking her heart. You humiliated her. You think you can just walk away?" They weren't just mad. They were out for revenge. It felt like it lasted forever, but it was probably only a minute or 2. Neighbors must have heard the commotion because suddenly, I heard someone shouting and the sound of sirens. The cowards tried to run, but they didn't get far. At the hospital, I found out I had a broken rib, a concussion, and more bruises than I could count. But the worst pain? Knowing that the woman I once loved had sent them. I pressed charges without hesitation. The police arrested all 4 of them that night. And guess what? Turns out, Sarah had texted them to go teach me a lesson. That was conspiracy to commit assault. Their lawyer tried to argue that they had just lost control in the heat of the moment. The judge wasn't buying it. Chris, who threw the first punch, 2 years in prison. Maya, Jessica, and Lauren, 1 year each. And Sarah? She wasn't off the hook either. The court found out she orchestrated everything, and while she didn't physically attack me, she was charged with inciting violence and conspiracy. She got 6 months behind bars and a restraining order against her. It's been a year since everything went down. I moved to a new city, changed my number, and honestly, I'm happier than ever. Sarah's record is ruined. Her friends all got what they deserved, and I walked away free, physically and emotionally. The best part? I heard she tried to contact my family, hoping for another chance. Yeah, not happening. I dodged the biggest bullet of my life, and I have zero regrets.